Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Alright, so let's get into this. This is very interesting. Ripple and XRP propped up by Republican senators as they push against the SEC scheme. Now this is interesting. Very, very interesting, and we're going to keep a very close eye on this because once government gets involved in something, they generally can move mountains pretty quickly. So if it's within the best interest of the government to have XRP go ahead, beat the SEC, settle, whatever, then rest assured they can move mountains and the SEC will have nothing, right? They'll just be like, this is what you got to do, settle, give them a win, whatever. This is where it gets really fascinating, you know, when government and politics kick in. We all know that the SEC case is weak. We all know that a settlement or a win is coming. But when government gets involved, it can turn around really, really fast. So we will keep a very close eye on this developing story. What does it mean? You know, at the end of the day, a government that goes against blockchain, a government that goes against innovation, will only be hurting its nation. And America, Australia, they're so behind, so backwards compared to some of the other countries in the world. And you can really start to see a shift in wealth with the wrong call. Just ask Nokia. If you don't make the right call, it can go ugly real fast. Now, I have touched on this particular topic about the Ripple legal team not planning on settling with the SEC. We have spoken about it, and of course, I've given you my thoughts on it. Of course, if you're new to the channel or if you're new to XRP, my thoughts are that yes, the legal team has said we're going for the win. They have to say that. That doesn't mean that there isn't going to be a settlement anytime soon. They need to play offense, right? When you play offense, then on the offense, then you got a much better chance. No one's ever going to say, "Oh, we really hope that we settle." That's not going to happen. So don't read too much into that, please. Now, Citibank report crypto is redefining the entire payment ecosystem, and that is true. It really is, right? I mean, these next couple of years are going to be critical. These next couple of years are going to be legendary for the world because blockchain and cryptocurrency is changing the world. And by the time we get to 2023, which by the way, I'll be around on YouTube with you guys, it's incredible what's going to happen. It is absolutely incredible what is going to happen. So yes, it is redefining, and it's redefining every industry, not just the payment industry. Payment industry in particular, but every industry will be impacted by blockchain. Now, institutional investors increased their crypto holdings for the 5th straight week. So despite the recent sell-off in the crypto markets, institutional managers have been quietly turning bullish over the past month. This is who you pay attention to. You don't pay attention to the Crypto Serpent. You don't pay attention to your emotions. You don't pay attention to TikTok. You don't pay attention to the guy down the road. You pay to what the big dogs are doing. And the big dogs are buying. And that is your biggest bullish signal of them all. That's right. That's who. That's who you get your confidence from. Now, Jed McCaleb's hasn't sold any XRP throughout September. First time in a really, 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 really long time. Is he at the end of his wallet? Why isn't he selling anymore? Is he now holding? What is happening there? I would love to know your thoughts, your feedback on that. But, I mean, if I were him, I wouldn't sell anymore. But I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your feedback on what you think is going on there. Now, Binance will close futures and options trading for Australian users. This made big headlines today in Australia. Big, 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 big headlines. And I think it's really, really, really fascinating. And a lot of people are upset in Australia right now. So what are the other alternatives for them, right? I mean, and it's not just that, but also I believe there's another exchange that's about to do the same thing in Australia. So very interesting times. But how odd? Just before a bull run. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Got to pay attention to all this stuff, right? Now, Coinbase has cancelled its USDC lending program. Very disappointing to see that. Instead of standing up to the SEC, they have folded like a house of cards. Very interesting. I did not expect that. But at the same time, they appear that they didn't wanna go toe to toe with the SEC. But it is disappointing to see that. Now, when you zoom out, zero doubt, zero, and it's not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. But for me, zero doubt that we're gonna see double digits. That's it. Like, I just look at that, I zoom out, and I see double digits. Personal opinion. Personal opinion. I just want to make it very clear. Personal opinion. And we'll talk about the price today. We'll talk about the signals, where we're going. Now, 95% of our customers are non-US customers. And only 5% are in the US. Why? Because the US companies are waiting for clarity. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see. Because I'll tell you, there is a lot of US companies ready to go. They just need that legal clarity, and then one by one, they'll all get mentioned. Let's jump into Atani. Let's have a look at some of the indicators. So as we begin to look at the XRP charts at the moment, we're looking on the daily. And when we look at the daily, we're looking at the kind of movement that we've been making. Now, we touched the Bollinger Band. We just went right next to the edge at 91, and then we've bounced. I thought we were going to go a little bit lower. I really did. I really did see 85, but could this be the bottom? Because the market is slowly starting to come back. Now, let's have a look at the hourly, what's going on. See, we touched right there at 89, and now we're sort of starting to come back up. So, was that it? Or do we come back to 89 one more time and then go off? I personally still thought that we would see 85 cents. 80 was worst case scenario for me personally. Again, that's my own personal opinion. But 89 was it, and now we're back. Could well be. Looking at this, like, the 4 hours about to come back into a bullish, but the 12-hour still far from being over. So when you zoom out on the 12 and the daily, it still looks bearish. Can we touch 89 one more time and then go up? That can happen. Can we go to 85 and then continue our momentum? Yes, I think so. But I think this has proven what I mentioned about the people saying that we were going to 60 cents, the people that were saying we were going to 70 cents and all that. There's a lot of momentum. Now, Bitcoin followed its 100-day moving average perfectly, and XRP didn't even get close on the daily to its 100-day moving average, because its 100-day moving average would have been 87. And I thought we'll touch 85, come back above the moving average, then continue. So if I take a moment just to show you the Bitcoin on the daily, and we zoom in, look over here, like the Bitcoin as well didn't go anywhere near its moving average. So I think it might be time. Like I think it is time. I think we're starting to get a very strong sentiment that we're going to start to go up. And that's, again, that's just my own personal opinion. I would love to hear your feedback on this, but I think we are about to go up. That's my takeaway from these signals. Let's have a look at some drawings. So if 89 cents was the bottom, then from here now we will begin to rally towards 118, push to 153 and then 196. But of course it's not going to be that straightforward. But if we have found the bottom, still think 85 cents though. I still think we will touch one more, because it gives like a little sense, it gives us a little bit of hope. People go in and then boom, it drops again. 85. I still believe we could potentially see 85 cents. Again, trade carefully with that, because we may not. Because again, there seems to be quite a lot of strong momentum about to kick in. As far as where the future is, the future's bright. The future is amazing. The massive cup and handle that we've been building for a long, long time is here. And we are ready to kick off and start to head towards 220s and then beyond. But once we make a move from here, we'll probably touch 150, come back down to about 140, go off to 2, retrace again, maybe one more time, and then make a monster candle towards 455, have that momentum shift. And with that momentum shift, we will really kick into gear. So I think it's following this line. So I think 130 from here, if we've reached the bottom, and then we'll go towards 170, 196, and then we kick off the party towards breaking all-time highs. So nothing changes, guys. For me, zero doubt. That's the name of the title today. Zero doubt about where we're heading. If you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.